Hola, welcome to Cocina Valencia. Bienvenido a la Cocina Valencia. These are enchiladas verdes using my roasted tomatillo salsa verde, which is already posted on my Cocina Valencia YouTube channel. The super tasty roasted flavor in the salsa makes these enchiladas extra delicious. Traditionally, enchiladas are made one at a time and served warm right after rolling it. But in this video, I will show a casserole style, which is much easier when feeding a larger crowd and or when you want to make it ahead. Using the same ingredients, you can also make a single tray of enchiladas, which is a little different than the casserole. And then there is the single serving served warm right after rolling. Our ingredients: already made nicely roasted salsa verde de tomatillo, approximately 5 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese, or you can use any Mexican cheese or mixture of cheeses, anything you desire really, but I like white cheese when I do chicken. 4 breasts of cooked shredded chicken, or half of a whole chicken already cooked and shredded, 1/2 diced onion, 1 bunch of chopped cilantro, and approximately 25 corn tortillas for the casserole style enchiladas. You can always mix more of the chicken mixture and use any extras for tacos or single serving enchiladas. It's all about green today. Decided to spice it up with my little green fingernails. And here's our green tomatillo sauce. We'll put that aside. And we start with our cheese. And we mix some onions to taste. I have probably put in about 1/2 cup. I'm going to put in some more nicely finely diced onions. And then we also add some of our chicken. And basically you're making a mixture of chicken, cheese, and you can use the jack cheese, you can use cotija, you can add some Parmesan. This has so many different varieties if you'd like. Today I am using Monterey Jack. The key is here to mix it well. So then you want to add your chopped cilantro. First I'll add some more chicken. And all of this will be for my filling. This is very similar to making a lasagna for my layered enchilada casserole. Add the finely diced cilantro and give it a mix. So here is our mixed chicken, cebolla, onions, and cheese. And finely chopped, this one's not, finely chopped cilantro. And from the cilantro, you want to remove all of the stems as much as possible and then finely dice. So this looks ready, and now we'll start layering. So first, at the bottom, you add your sauce just to give it one thin layer at the bottom. And you basically layer it like you do a lasagna, with the tortillas being similar to the pasta. Now, I like to cut my tortillas in half. That way, when we place them down, they will be up against the straight side, and you won't have, I mean, you can overlap them as well. It's just layers of tortilla. And these are corn tortillas. Then you can place some full ones in the center, and we'll continue the process. So your tortilla, then some of the sauce, And if you think this is too thick, as I described in my sauce making video for enchiladas, or your base sauce, you can make it thinner with chicken broth. So I might do that for the rest of it. So that is your layer of sauce, then a layer of the tortilla and another layer of the sauce. And now we will add a layer of the mixed meat with the cheese and the cilantro and the onion. And repeat these steps until it reaches the top. So before starting your next layer, you want to drizzle some more of the tomatillo sauce on top, because the chicken will be dry if you don't. I just like a juicy enchilada casserole, and I like my tortillas to be moist when they're done. So now we're ready for our next layer again. Again, you want to keep the straight side. This one will do a little different pattern. It really doesn't matter because you won't see it. And we'll continue to layer. Our final layer, and you basically just place some sauce on top, no more meat mixture, and then I like to put a layer of cheese on top, give it a nice crisp as it cooks. And for my layered casserole lasagna, I like to place it, if I have time, I like to place it in the refrigerator. Now you can place it overnight or for a couple hours. But if you don't have time, you can go straight into the oven from here. So after that, I like to sprinkle, not too many, just a few of the diced onion on top, as well as a little bit of the cilantro. I'm going to mix it in just a tad so it doesn't burn on top. And you can always sprinkle some when it's complete and done. All right, so this one will go in the refrigerator, and then we'll cook it, bake it.
Here is our baked enchilada casserole. And now for the single layered enchiladas on a tray.
Here's our green tomatillo sauce, and that is ready to go, as well as our meat mixture with chicken and cheese and cilantro and cebolla, onions. And for this method, the tray method, I like to use my tortilla oven warmer that I just place in the microwave. I use this thing all the time because the tortillas are super easy in the microwave to warm. Now, traditionally, you can do them over the stovetop and saute them in oil, but I like to use as less oil as possible, the least amount. But this works really well. All you need to do is make sure that they're a little bit warm so that you can roll them. So here's our tray, and you spread a little bit of the sauce directly on the tray before you place your tortillas on there. Doesn't have to be a lot of sauce, but enough, just a very thin layer. And you take a tortilla, and I will bring it over. You place it and turn it in your tomatillo sauce. Lay it down and fill it. Now remember, you can use all sorts of different types of cheeses, but this one is Monterey Jack, and you roll it and you just start lining them up. There we go. So the layer that you put down on the tray does not need to be a lot, because you'll have more after you roll them, since you dip them in the sauce. So you roll it like so, and you just continue on and you line them all up. I don't normally like to do more than one layer at a time. Or rather, I just like to do one layer, and if you want to do more, then I use a different tray for this method. So continue like so. Just about done with rolling. Down to my last one here. Fill it up and roll it. Of course, the hands are covered, but that's what it's all about when you're making enchiladas. Now, generously spread your tomatillo sauce over the rolled enchiladas. Sprinkle with a few diced onions, cilantro, add more sauce and cheese, and they're ready for the oven. For these tray enchiladas, it is best to bake them right away or place in the refrigerator covered, but bake that evening or the same day. Otherwise, they may get too hard. I then bake them at 325 until all of the cheese melts. And now for our third option, more traditional single-serve enchilada. Warm olive oil and warm your tomatillo sauce. So you have two pans next to each other. Once the oil is warm, place the tortilla in it until it's soft. Turn it over and then place it directly into the warm tomatillo sauce. Turn it over and then place it on a plate. Add your filling and roll it. And that's your single serving of enchilada. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make enchiladas the 3 different ways while using the tasty roasted tomatillo salsa verde. Buen provecho. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube at Cocina Valencia and cocina.valencia on Instagram. I welcome your likes and feedback in the comments. Enjoy and buen provecho.